Well, hello, thank you for joining me again. Brand image, customer engagement, customer experience. Now, I've been watching LinkedIn, following other people, the brand ambassadors, the influencers, as they like to be called. And one thing that got me kind of a little bit in the head is that time. We only have 24 hours in the day. We are only at work 10 hours. But most business leaders, business owners, entrepreneurs, managers, directors take the work home and theirs might be a 15-hour day. But what we need to do is we need to understand how and when to use our time. Now, I've had a little bit of a morning of personal development coaching with a young client. We all get 24 hours in the day. We all sleep, we all have to work, we all have to do other things. But it comes about setting time aside. Now, some of you will say, Andy, I thought you were writing a book on the clock and the compass where you talk about, following the heart, following the goal. And I'm like, yeah, I am. I don't give you an exact time to set aside, like 6 o'clock every night, you must do this. You've got to follow what the heart says. But you must set time to one side to think about the future. Think about what you're going to do personally. But also this is the same in business. The part of the conversation this morning about the personal development is we have seasons, summer, spring, autumn, winter. And it's what you do, it's what you plan for the next few months. Now, obviously in a business, we understand that Easter's now finished. We're already talking about the shops ordering for winter and their fireworks and their stuff for November. So the business year is slightly different. The fashionable year, they've already brought out the summer, the spring collections. They're also now putting the winter catalogues together. So we understand that with our models and our fashion houses. But obviously you personally, you're coming into the summer, you're coming into spring. What are you doing? What are you growing? Understanding that 24 hours. We get up, we sleep. Now, I meditate every morning. Yes, I might have a little time, but it doesn't matter what time I get up. I still do the same routine. I follow the heart, I sit down, I have a coffee, have 15 minutes meditation, start the day as I mean to go on, and then obviously I'll open up the computers and the buttons and everything else. Taking time to do what I want to do. So what do you do with your time? Now, we're going to do another video very shortly on strategies, planning, campaigns, stuff for your business, because obviously that led on from this morning as to how to start to put things in place, how long to leave your followers, your stalkers, your engagers, your customers. But I just wanted to ask you this thing this morning. We have 24 hours in the day. Everybody has 24 hours in the day. The most successful people in the world have 24 hours in the day, same as me, same as you. So what you do in those 24 hours? Do you follow the heart? Do you follow the watch? Are you set on deadlines? And the one thing that we have in sport, and obviously I'm passport on the table, we're ready to go out for a weekend of sport. We're already planning to go away. If you do the same thing, you get the same results. That's guaranteed, business, sport, whatever. So you've got to change what you do to change the results. So that's worth bearing in mind. If you get up at the same time doing the same thing, the same hour, the same minute, the same moment, you're going to get the same results. So think about what you can change. So as we talk about who are you, what do you do, who do you do it for, what's your legacy? They're the 5 things I talk about in the book. Compass, clock, follow the heart, follow the compass. And as I've said many times, and it says in the book, if you put a line on north and you're going north in a car, in a boat, on an ocean, wherever, and you turn off, the compass will then redirect you. The sat-nav, and I love the sat-nav, and we're going to do a little fun video shortly about how the sat-nav trains us to follow the true north. It doesn't make up messages. You plan it and you tell it you want to get to a destination. And it says, please follow the preferred route. And that's as simple as that. So even if you deviate, it recalculates and it brings you back on. Same as your heart, same as the compass. So just take a moment in these 24 hours to understand what you're doing, who you're doing it for, and this is where we're going to change it, and where you're going. So that's the most important thing. If you're busy all day, every day, you haven't set a time for you to just sit down and go, right, I'm going to have 15 minutes meditation. I'm going to just relax. I'm going to turn all the noise off and just chill out. You'll find over a course of time, you'll have more time. And that more time you can put into more valuable things about developing you, about developing your business. So as I said, we've got 2 videos we're already making on the next instalments about the sat-nav, about how we can utilise that in life. And obviously with business, we're going to get back onto the business path. We've got a client coming up talking about strategies, planning, goals, how to start putting things in place to make life easier. Step 1, step 2. We're only looking at stepping stones and just genuinely going, right, this is how we're going to do the marketing. This is how we're going to do the branding. This is how we're going to improve the image. Everything can't happen overnight, but you've got to give yourself time to take each step forward. But it's as much from the heart as it is from the head. So just come back to what we've got. 24 hours in the day, 160 something odd hours in a week. How do you make the most of your time? Talk to you soon.